Welcome to our post-game show presented by the Maroon Club, enhancing 23 Division I sports. Join the Maroon Club today, and our player of the game presented by Coca-Cola. Experience the Coke side of life. Here's Olivia with head coach Fran O'Hanlon.
All right, Coach O'Hanlon, despite the outcome from tonight's game, your team was very impressive on the glass, out-rebounding Cornell. What can you say about the improvements from that so far?
Well, I thought we defended very well, and that's one of the things we talked about coming in here, defend and rebound the basketball. Cornell is a very good defensive team. They came in, they were holding teams to 27% from three, and they did a great job of playing our three-point line. But I thought, we competed, and we were right there. We just got to win these close games.
Next up for you guys, you'll take on Sacred Heart on Sunday. What are some improvements that your team is going to look to make in order to get ready for that matchup?
Well, Sacred Heart scored 98 points last game, so we're going to have to defend again. We're going to have to do a better job than we did offensively. And as I said, you got to credit Cornell. They did a great job of pressuring us on the perimeter and not getting anything open. And we had some layups and some shots around the basket that we got to do a better job of putting them in. And they executed at the end better than we did.
All right, thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Now we're joined alongside our Coca-Cola player of the game, junior forward Myles Cherry. Now, Myles, you had your second career double-double. What can you say about your efficiency on both ends tonight?
I just think it stems a lot from the faith that all the coaches have in me. Obviously, it's grown from freshman to sophomore year and then again to junior year. So I think my confidence is kind of stemming from my ability to play more minutes, but also just the confidence that the coaches have in me. Yeah.
Your team has a quick turnaround before you guys will face Sacred Heart on Sunday. What are some things that you are going to look to do in that game in order to come out with a win?
I think just not getting so stagnant on offense. There's times where the ball doesn't move as much as we needed to. Also, I think I got to give credit where credit's due. Cornell did a great job of slowing us down the perimeter and stopping our preliminary scorers like Alex and Justin from scoring. But just got to do a better job overall on offense. I think defensively we were pretty good today, and I was pretty proud of the guys. But just being more consistent on both ends. Yeah.
Thanks so much, Myles.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Much job well done tonight, and we look forward to you coming back on Saturday for the women's game. Right now, it's time for the highlights. Here's John Leone.
Yeah, thanks, Gary. And again, it was a struggle for both teams offensively, but Cornell did get it going a little bit here in the second half. You saw the three-pointer right there by Adams, and then Justin Jaworski surprisingly found himself open and nailed it. It looked like things were starting to loosen up a little bit. Nice little pick and roll right here, and the dunk, the strong finish by Lucas Jarrett. And we're on the seesaw. I thought Josh Warren did a great job on the inside there. He finds on the perimeter the number 32, Jack Gordon again. Cornell really started moving the ball better offensively. That said, Gary, this was a game for the defenses. Here's the shot from Alex Petrie that forced overtime from about 40 feet. And Alex Petrie got heated up as we went to overtime. He ended up with his 13 points, Gary, but he struggled throughout, got hot when they needed him. Again, Warren on the inside was a factor. I think between Warren and Julian, Cornell's got a pretty good inside game. Justin Jaworski tried to put this team on his shoulders down the stretch with a couple of tough buckets in traffic. This was the play right here, Gary. So quiet all night was Matt Morgan, and when the game was on the line, he had their last 4 points. It was virtually the margin of victory. Great players make great plays at big times in the game, and Matt Morgan did that tonight.
He certainly did do that. He was quiet, really. Lafayette defended him very well. Came in averaging 25. He ended up with 12. And here are the final numbers. Cornell 63 points on 22 field goals, 7 for 24 from beyond the arc, 12 for 21 from the foul line. So they shoot just 37% and 29% from beyond the arc. For Lafayette, their 58 points came on 24 field goals, 3 for 17 from the three-point line, 7 for 11 from the foul line. So they end up shooting just 17% from beyond the arc, 36% overall. Cornell was led by Josh Warren with 17 points. Matt Morgan, the only other double-figure scorer, with a dozen. For Lafayette, 14 points for Myles Cherry and 17 rebounds, his second double-double of his career, second of this season. Justin Jaworski with 15 and Alex Petrie with 12, but they certainly kept both of them from knocking down triples. Petrie 1 for 7 and Jaworski just 1 for 3. The final score, Lafayette 58, Cornell 63. Cornell goes to 4-3. Lafayette goes to 2-4. Saturday basketball, as the women will take on Albany at 2 o'clock. Men's basketball returns here when they take on Sacred Heart on Sunday at 2 o'clock. My thanks, of course, to Olivia Mulvihill. She did a terrific job in her first sideline night of reporting. To John Leone, John Sabino, and the LSN crew doing their usual great job. We thank you so much for spending time with us tonight. For all of us, I'm Gary Laubach. Good night, everybody.